Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. Today, we're gonna be reacting to what happened to take 24kGoldn. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. A lot of rappers, bro, blew up during like quarantine and stuff, or like 2019 to moving to quarantine, like 2020. A lot of a lot of rappers blew up, especially this dude right here. But then a lot of them, like this dude, kind of fell off. But yeah, let's see what he's doing. I haven't listened to
24kGoldn
anything
released one of the biggest hits
24kGoldn
of the
music
entire
in a while.
COVID lockdown, and then was forgotten about forever. However, until this video, the deeper truth has never really been explained. Back in 2020, 24kGoldn's track Mood unexpectedly skyrocketed up to #1.
Bro, what was trending back then? Mood, WAP. Bro, WAP, bro, took over TikTok, bro. I remember my whole For You page, bro. I'm not complaining, but my whole For You page was doing the WAP trend. And then Laugh Now, Cry Later, and Rockstar. Damn. Bro, what has the baby been up to? Especially Roddy Rich. Damn, I haven't heard of these two since, damn.
The world.
Why you always in the mood? Around acting brand new. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool.
But despite this viral TikTok hit changing his life overnight, in terms of mainstream audience though, Mood was the last they've heard of 24kGoldn, now 5 years ago. So what happened? Is he simply just another one-hit wonder? Well, even 24kGoldn acknowledges his own decline. But while there's no stopping his comments from flooding with jokes about how he fell off, his latest music is finally revealing the truth. And as we're about to see, the real reason behind his disappearance is actually respectable.
It's no fun when you're successful but alone, you know? Or the only people that are there for the wrong reasons.
With over 2 billion Spotify streams and currently
God damn, I did not know it was that. I mean, I knew it was that popping, but damn, 2 billion streams on Spotify, yet alone, damn. Bro, then what happened to Dior too? Bro, what happened to both of them, bro? I feel like Moon was like the biggest hit, and then it's just kind of like they couldn't really replicate it. And that's the thing about blowing up quick, so fast, so especially with one hit, bro. It's hard to replicate that level of success.
certified 7 times platinum, artists around the globe work entire careers and never sniff close to the success of 24kGoldn's Mood, featuring Ian Dior. However, at the same time though, landing a smash record like Mood is actually a gift and a curse. As we'll learn in a sec, 24kGoldn has admitted the downsides that follow a #1 song, like of course the pressure to live up to expectations and not go down as a one-hit wonder. But yet, as it turns out, that is far from the only reason that 24kGoldn not only took such a long and costly break, but then even went as far as to recently burn all of the plaques for his multi-platinum record, Mood.
Damn.
What's it feel like to throw the Mood plaques in the fire?
Yeah, don't burn the plaques, bro.
Plaques for his multi-platinum
Bro, he
record,
really does the
Mood.
plaques.
What's it feel like to throw the Mood plaques in the fire?
Why'd you do that?
And was it real plaques?
Yeah, those are the real plaques. But it wasn't until I'm actually there doing it like, yo, this is kind of crazy. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like,
The music industry can be a cutthroat business, and as it appears, 24kGoldn is yet another example. But along with this possible bar about his former collaborator Ian Dior,
Wait, how you call me a brother, then just leave me in the dust? Half of me wanna fuck you up, the other half is crushed. And after all that, somehow I'm still supposed to learn to trust.
betraying him. In his latest music video, 24kGoldn is seen here throwing his platinum plaques for Mood into the fiery flames. A very bold move. But in order to fully understand exactly what led to this decision, first we have to learn how we even got here. Although I keep talking about Mood, and that's what everybody remembers him for, it was actually a different song that initially blew him up. Following the release of 24kGoldn's first ever track titled Trapper's Anthem, which is still up on his channel today.
Hey, is this you? Is this you, Golden?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh shit.
Hey, you wanna hear some new shit? Let me get the aux.
Alright.
After graduating from high school in San Francisco, 24kGoldn would then enroll at USC in the fall of 2018, where he would attend on a business scholarship as well as join a fraternity there. However, it wasn't long before school became a thing of the past. I really didn't know that things were going to happen so fast when I came to USC, recalls Golden Von Jones to the Daily Trojan. While only a freshman in college at Southern California, Golden released his new single, Valentino. And from there, life was never the same. Combined with marking his first entry onto the Billboard Hot 100, Valentino is actually now double platinum, and led to 24.
Bro, he has hits though. Don't get it twisted. He has hits. He has hits.
Golden's first record deal in 2019 with Columbia Records. If you ever wonder how random songs blow up nowadays, the answer is almost always TikTok, which TikTok is in large part to thanks for the success of Valentino.
So I was going through TikTok and they put the song Valentino on TikTok a couple months before.
Right.
And I was just refreshing it and I was like, all right, 10,000 videos, a couple hours later, 11,000 videos, a couple hours later, 13. And it just kept going. And I hit this lady at the label, Rachel. I'm like, yo, like this is just blowing up right now.
But although this was nothing compared to the virality still to come from his next single with Ian Dior, seeing as only a few years later he's practically vanished, 24kGoldn's rise on TikTok has also raised the question, is 24kGoldn proof that
Bro, it's as if, is he proof that he's an industry plant, bro? There's all right, we're back. My audio was just like messed up. Sorry about that. But yeah, I was about to say, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe he is, bro. Maybe he is an industry plant, bro. I don't think he is, but I think Dior was. But I don't know, bro. Because there are industry plants, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, people, like Ice Spice, bro. You don't think she's an industry plant?
proof that TikTok artists don't last the test of time?
Oh, never mind, bro. I thought he was going to say if he was an industry plant.
Well, prior to releasing one of the biggest
matter.
songs to ever come from the app,
you're pop,
having
you're
listed Kanye West as his inspiration growing up, then came 24kGoldn's debut EP, titled Dropped Out of College. Obviously, now dropped out of USC, 2019 was a huge year. However, it was 2020, though, that launched him to heights that even he could have never imagined. One day while at Ian Dior's house in 2020, despite not even being in the mood to make music, just kicking it alongside producers KBZ and Omar Fetty, who is Addison Rae's boyfriend, by the way. While chillin' playing Call of Duty with Ian, 24kGoldn randomly freestyled this catchy melody off the dome.
And without me even thinking about it, I just started singing. Like while I'm thinking about it, I just started singing. Like while I'm playing Call of Duty, like, why you always in a mood? And Omar's like, stop everything right now. That shit is hot. Go record that. So we go and record it on like Ian's little home setup, and we kind of all just take a step back and think like, yo, did we just make a hit while playing Call of Duty?
And a hit it was indeed. Now, the two had actually worked together before in the past, most notably with 24kGoldn credited as a co-writer on Ian's previous track Gone Girl featuring spending a total of 8 weeks atop the Billboard Hot 100, a first for each artist. Released in July of 2020, Mood would go down as one of the biggest hits of the year for any genre. Just not right away. The label didn't believe in it, so there was no plan to do any videos, no priority playlisting, nothing like that, said 24kGoldn. So I took a couple $1,000 and just started linking up with influencers and running marketing campaigns myself and making that shit work. There's no doubt that the strategy of his was working, at least at first. However, looking back on it now, was attaching himself to that TikTok scene so much like he did the best idea for long-term success?
I'll take some responsibility because from the ages of 18 to maybe 20 and a half, I was posting some like cringy type shit on TikToks and this and that.
My special guest, 24kGoldn.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If it was not for her sister, bro, Dixie would not be this pop, bro. Like, just hearing her talk right now, she has like a really, I'm not trying to be rude, but she has a really like dry personality. Like, it's very dry. I'm not trying to be rude, no disrespect, but it just, I don't know why. Every time I see her like do anything, bro, her personality is just very dry to me. And I remember she used to do this podcasting, bro. I remember these two used to be popping in quarantine, bro. Like, you cannot escape these two. No, you cannot escape her. She was just like kind of in the background.
Woo! Woo!
Just like Dixie D'Amelio, today 24kGoldn has basically disappeared. But back in 2020 though, during the pandemic, they were both all over the internet. The same month that Mood hit the charts for the first time, 24kGoldn was named an XXL freshman. Besides other names making the 2020 list such as Jack Harlow, Rod Wave.
Bro, this is probably like the last time Double XL actually meant something. And I'm telling you, bro, the only people who were really spinning were Polo G. Yeah.
Polo G, and Baby Keem. And according to XXL's own website here, Wave,
used to have, no, bro, this is legit the last time Double XL was actually good. We got Fabio, bro, and Nelly Chopper was spinning, bro. We got Jack Harlow, bro, like little TJ, bro. He was just singing his verse. I just remember him just singing his verse. Like he wasn't really rapping like that. He was just singing at that point. But bro, this is the last time he actually has genuine freaking like artists in the double XL. Now it's just like nobody, bro. Nobody's on there. Like the people who are on double XL now, I haven't even heard of them. And they had Baby Keem too. What the heck?
Besides other names making the 2020 list, such as Jack Harlow, Rod Wave, Polo G, and Baby
Rod
Keem.
Wave, oh my
and
God.
According to XXL's own website here, 24kGoldn actually earned the most fan votes, which landed him the 10th and final spot on the list. But the year still wasn't finished. Combined with then a Mood remix featuring superstars Justin Bieber and J Balvin, as well as a Kid Laroi remix that never got released, clearly 24kGoldn had found a successful working formula. And his fanbase was growing by the day. So how did everything come crashing down just a year later? Well, first, you know who else found a working formula though? Multiple hands up. Just chillin'. I all style quick chart. Raycon /on. Releasing a debut album is an immense amount of pressure for any artist, let alone at 20 years old. And 24kGoldn was no exception. Not to mention the millions of added eyes waiting to hear how he would follow up a smash hit like Mood. In March of 2021, Golden tried to do exactly that. As a quote homage to his past roots, at a total of 13 tracks came 24kGoldn's debut album.
El Dorado in Spanish means the golden one or the golden city. And my mom, she had a lot of fluent Spanish speaking coworkers. She's fluent in Spanish, and they would always call me El Dorado, the golden one. So that became kind of a nickname for me. And referencing the Golden City, I'm from San Francisco. We got the Golden Gate Bridge, we got the Golden State Warriors.
Including features from multiple mainstream artists such as Future, Sway Lee, and DaBaby, plus a Lyrical Lemonade video with DaBaby. El Dorado would go on to sell 23,000 in first week sales. Honestly, not terrible for a debut album. However, according to 24kGoldn, his life though was terrible behind the scenes. I took this picture 6 days before my album released, shared Golden opening up on his Instagram, probably the most down bad I'd ever been. Looking back at it now, it's kind of funny because even with all the chaos in my life, I still had things to be grateful for. My family, my health, the ability to make music. Even in your darkest days, there will always be a little light. You just gotta look for it. As we can see, 24kGoldn was struggling with all of his basically
Nah, bro. You be seeing these artists and stuff, bro, and like especially if someone like falls off, bro, it really does take a toll on people's like mental health. But yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, everyone got to realize that these artists, these rappers, these people you idolize, whatever, they're human just like you. And you shouldn't really be idolizing people.
Overnight success, clearly weighing on him off camera. But yet, it dates back further than just his album. The first time I ever went to therapy was 2020. He revealed in another post last year, I was 19, right after Mood first released. Young, naive, anxious, and under more pressure than any other point in my life. To keep it a band, for a long time I was scared and embarrassed to tell anyone I went to therapy. As a man, a black man at that, I felt like any negative feelings I had weren't to be acknowledged, but instead pushed down and glossed over. The truth is, while he always seemed so happy and smiley on camera, ever since Mood first blew up, 24kGoldn has been experiencing the full Hollywood effect behind the scenes. As the saying goes, with more money comes more problems. However, despite his vulnerability in these posts, this still hasn't stopped his comments from getting flooded by users typing stuff like,
Bro, yeah, I mean, that's Instagram, bro. That is legit Instagram, bro. Any social media, but especially Instagram, bro, you're gonna get hate.
I haven't seen bro since 2021. Dude fell off harder than any other rapper.
Bruh.
As well as the classic, just put the fries in the bag.
And you notice a trend, bro? No name, no profile, just hiding behind the screen, like always.
Bro, as of this video, El Dorado remains 24kGoldn's one and only album. And aside from a few singles he's put out very quietly, 24kGoldn went 3 years without making any noise. That's an extremely long time to wait, especially considering how fast today's music audience moves, killing all his momentum in the process.
Bro, that's the thing, bro. When you get in an industry like that, bro, you gotta be consistent, bro. Because as soon as you stop, bro, they're gonna look for the next person. And once that next person arrives, bro, it's gonna be very hard to get your like fans back.
It wasn't a matter of like, okay, I took a break and now I'm back. It was like, nah, I had to work through it and work to find myself.
But having already been chewed up and spit back out by the industry, rather than continuing to just chase another TikTok hit, instead 24kGoldn has done the exact opposite. Switch everything up and take a totally new artistic direction. Yet another pretty bold move. However, has it worked? I can say, without a doubt, these last 12 months have been eye-opening, reads another one of his posts to fans. This 18 to 25-year-old period of our lives can be pretty strange. We are thrust into adulthood still feeling like kids, and to keep it a stack, it's confusing AF. But now, at the ripe age of 23, I'm finally starting to grasp what it means to be a man, and what actually matters in life. Family, friends, community, and last, but definitely not least, great music. Depending on who you ask, 24kGoldn has never made great music. But in addition to sharing he's been learning important lessons behind closed doors, this post also debuted 24kGoldn's new rebranded image, choosing to ditch his braids and now go with a fro.
Braids. How you're letting it flow and bang. I know that's hard to keep it like that.
It's some maintenance. It takes some maintenance for sure. For sure.
Combined with also stating that his previous hit songs no longer represent who he is as a person now, then came this post announcing his return to music. There comes a point in every person's life where they can no longer sail aimlessly on the winds of their past, a time where they must take their future into their own hands and start making choices. With that being said, I present to you Good Intentions, my first step on this journey of making choices. As the lead single for 24kGoldn's first major release in over 3 years, in January of 2024, we heard Good Intentions, a track that he calls, quote, probably the most honest I've ever been on any record that I've put out. Every lyric, every bar, every syllable coming straight from my life into that microphone.
As you go through the business and you get more and more success, it's easy to fall into these traps. This song is truly about knowing that I started off with good intentions, knowing I fucked it up a little bit in the past, but also knowing that I'm back on.
Bro, that's good, bro. I'm just happy for him that he's like changing it up and he's making bold moves. Like he's not, like the dude said, he's not writing off like his past. Like he's actually like changing the direction. He's starting from scratch basically, which is, a bold move because not a lot of people can do that.
Track now.
This just how it is, no more how it was. He begins with the opening lyrics. If I'm being honest, I've been through a rut. Victim of my selfishness, it's finally catching up. Continuing on in his most personal song, room is still a mess, been too depressed to clean it up. Plaques on every wall, but they from 2021. Take a picture, smoke a swisher, reminisce on how it was. I had good intentions till I started slipping up. Along with then, if you ask a lot of fans, these lyrics potentially referencing his relationship with Ian Dior, who many suspect beef. Lost a lot of friends, happened all at once. How you call me brother, then just leave me in the dust. Half of me wanna F you up, the other half is crushed.
So when you lose a friend, it's like them saying like, I see you as a human being, and I don't with you anymore.
Good Intentions is 24kGoldn's most vulnerable song to date, again telling fans the battles he's been fighting off camera. However, unfortunately, most people still don't care. I forgot about this dude's existence, the top comment reads. As his career goes on, regardless.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, just do not listen to hate and keep grinding, bro. Keep grinding, bro. Keep with this new image and, be being yourself, bro. Because I'm gonna be honest, the fans are still with you. Those are the ones you should be really worrying about. Caring about too.
List of internet hate, 24kGoldn is learning to get back to making music simply for fun, rather than commercial success.
Life ain't always sweet, man.
No way.
And you just gotta roll with the punches, and as long as you just keep going, you never know where life will take you. It's nice to be putting stuff out now and have people understand like, oh wow, this kid is capable of so much more.
As we saw, to then officially put an end to his old era, right here in the Good Intentions music video, 24kGoldn burns all of his previous platinum plaques, which again he claimed to be the real trophies, attempting to fully put the past behind him despite first announcing the title all the way back in spring of 2022. 3 years after his debut album, then came the release of his short new 7-track EP titled Growing Pains. But instead of his previous 2 rap and hip-hop projects, this EP is under the genre of pop.
This project, Growing Pains. I feel like the name is very parallel with the experience of wow, I've come so far from this college kid not really knowing what the hell's going on in the world to this point now.
At only a short 19 minutes long, don't feel like you're alone if you had no idea this project even existed. When you went crazy 2019 to 2021 and then took a hiatus, but now you're back and people don't realize you dropped new music, reads this TikTok he posted. Bro, who are you? I'm being for real. Unfortunately, the mainstream audience has forgotten about 24kGoldn. Aside from simply being known as the guy who made that one-hit song 5 years ago, the truth is, Mood catapulted 24kGoldn into fame faster than even he was prepared for. That song transformed my life, he recalls of Mood, but it was like hitting the fast forward button because everything just happened so fast. Adding to the challenge too, the weeks he spent at number 1 were the early months of the pandemic, meaning 24kGoldn's come up was anything but traditional. Missing out on the chance to tour and do shows while sitting atop the charts, this forced him to skip a crucial step of an artist's breakout moment. However, with all of that being said, an almost diamond hit sets you up for decades, if not life, off the royalties alone. And still, at the young age of just 24 years old, although 24kGoldn's peak days in the spotlight appear to be behind him.
Bro, just keep going, bro. I'll be honest, I like this old reband, bro. I'm gonna listen to the album. I didn't even know he dropped, but I'm gonna go listen to it after this video, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like good things are gonna come.
As we've learned from the past power of TikTok, there is no saying never.
Life is a roller coaster, you know, there's peaks and there's valleys. All that matters is if you could put your arms up and enjoy the ride at whatever part you're in.
W, cool. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.